Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So this video is all about the continuation of the last video where we had seen different areas of development in the early years of a child. We have already covered language skill, we have covered cognitive skills, and we have also covered gross motor skills. Now in this video we will be discussing about fine motor skills, self-help skills and social emotional skills. So what do we mean by fine motor skills? Now fine motor skills are basically the muscles that are developed in the fingers, thumb, the palm. So that are the small muscles that control the hands, fingers and thumb. They help children perform important tasks like feeding themselves, grasping a toy, buttoning, zipping of clothes, jackets, whatever the child is wearing. It also helps in writing, drawing and many other things in the day-to-day life. So it is very important aspect in a child's life. Now if the fine muscles are not developed, the child will find it difficult to do the basic skills that the child should be doing at the certain age. The child won't be able to wear his or her socks by himself or herself. The child will find it little difficult because the child won't have the grip to hold the shoe or to hold a socks while wearing it, putting on it. Feeding themselves, that will also be a task for them, and that's the reason the fine motor muscles are very important for the child. And then going further, if the child's small muscles are not developed, the child might also find it difficult when he or she has to start coloring or writing, because they need a particular grip to hold a crayon or a pencil. So if the muscles are not developed, the child won't be able to have that pincer grip. The grip that a child is having for a pencil or a crayon is called a pincer grip. So for developing this skill, there are many activities which can be done. Like example, very simple, these things are readily available at home. You can give 2 different types of pulses to your child and 2 different bowls. The child will just segregate, that is picking up of pulses and putting it in 2 different containers. The other simple thing you can give your child is like you can give cotton. You can ask your child to make cotton balls. Once the cotton balls are made, just give a small bottle or water bottle and the child will just put the cotton balls inside. So these are very simple activities which can be done at home, and the things are readily available. We really don't need like something special for such activities. There are many things available at home. You can also give a clothes peg to a child. The child can just open and close. So the muscles are again getting developed through that also. So this was all about the fine motor skills. Now going further, we will be discussing about self-help and adaptive skills in the early years. Now what do we mean by self-help skill? Again, that is a skill which a child will need to complete the day-to-day activities in his or her life. It is as simple as getting dressed up, brushing teeth, feeding himself, toileting and washing and everything. So again, for those things the child needs to develop. And how will the child develop this? Initially when you start with these things, the child might find it little difficult, but then slowly, once the child is practicing those skills, the child will excel in that, because these are the basic skills which the child will need for the complete life. So it's always better to start at an early age. Now just brushing, you can just give a brush, ask your child how, show your child basically, I guess. Initially the parents are helping them to brush the teeth, then slowly and gradually you can just ask them to practice that. Now about dressing, initially the child might find it difficult to button or to zip. Again, this will change with practice. So the main thing with this age group is like they need to practice over and over again and they would excel that. So the last skill that we will be discussing in this video is social and emotional development in a child's life. Now, children are naturally social and very curious. They are very inquisitive in nature. If you show them one thing, they will have like 5 to 6 questions for that one particular toy also. They are fully packed with different kind of emotions and feelings, but then they need help in navigating their feelings and learning how to react and respond in social situations, basically. Because when a child starts going to a preschool, or when a child is playing with a group of friends, the child is in a social situation where the child needs to react and respond. And what are those basically? It is basically how a child will react in a given situation, how a child is regulating his or her own behavior and emotions, how a child is developing friendship with the same age group children, or how a child is having a healthy relationship with adults, or how is a child able to understand his or her own feeling. There would be situations where the child is not feeling good about something. So is the child able to respond or react or express that feeling? That is again very important in a child's life to build confidence in the child's life. They also need to learn how to be in a big group, how to get engaged in a group activity. So these are certain things which come under the social and emotional development, and there are many activities which we can do with the children so that this particular area is getting developed. As I said, the children might play with the same age group children, or as simple as that, if a child is not feeling well, or if the child is little upset about something, they also have right to be upset about something or in a situation. The child needs to express that. So the child needs to feel better. And how will the child feel better? The child will feel better once the child is expressing how he or she is feeling in that particular situation. Or is the child able to play in a large group? Is the child able to communicate in a group activity or no? So let us involve children in like small group activities. But seeing the scenario right now, that is really not possible. But then still we can have like the Zoom meetings. The children can meet online through video calls and something like that. They have their own friend circle. So through this activity also, still in this situation, the children will be able to build the social emotional development. They need to understand the emotions of others also. So these are the few activities which the children can have for their social and emotional development. So this was all about this video. If you have liked the content of my video, do share the channel link with your friends and family, those you think will benefit from this. And in the next video, we will be discussing about the different activities which will help to build the individual domains that we have already discussed. So that's all for this time. Thank you and see you all soon.